So here I am enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on my gaming laptop. I'm not using an Xbox Series X, I'm not using an Xbox Series S. So the question that I'm posting here is, do you really need Xbox? Now, to answer that question, simply to say yes, sure. That would be like the easiest way, just to answer it and say yes. But I also understand why some people have Xbox, so hear me out. Now, if you're somebody like me who has a decent enough gaming laptop or decent enough gaming desktop PC that can handle these games, you really have no reason to have an Xbox Series X nor Series S, because everything that's on Game Pass you can play here on the PC version, and that's what I'm doing essentially right now. Um, so then the question we have to ask, well then, Mr. 4K, for whom is it the Xbox Series X? The Xbox Series X, it's really meant for individuals who like plug and play experience. And I think that's why it's there. It's really meant for those of you who want a plug and play experience. And that's the whole point of a console. That's the major difference between a PC and a console. On a console, it's a plug and play experience. Everything's updated for you. On a PC, it's not that simple because there's so many different applications you have to go through. You have to adjust and tweak many different things. It's not like a simple plug and play experience. All right. But do you really need Xbox Series X? If you already have a good gaming laptop, if you already have a good gaming desktop, do you really need? Now, I can only speak for myself. Me personally, I don't need it. And it's one of the reasons why I trade in my Xbox Series X for Nintendo Switch 2. I just didn't feel that I needed it. I mean, I have used my Xbox Series X for, you know, 5 years, and I had great time using it for 5 years. Okay, it's been some great fun using an Xbox Series X for 5 years, and it served me well for 5 years. And as you all know, Xbox Series X, it's coming to an end. The cycle of Xbox Series X, it's coming to an end because the next generation consoles will be coming a year from now, which would be 2027. So I just felt like, okay, it's time for me to, get rid of my Xbox Series X and get Nintendo Switch 2. So for me, it was the right decision because I just simply don't have any use of it. I don't feel like I need it because I already have gaming laptops. They're more powerful than Series X. They're more capable than Series X. So it's like, where am I going to play Ninja Gaiden? On my Series X or on my ultra wide screen? Where am I going to play this? Am I going to play it on my Series X or on my ultra wide screen with a more powerful PC? Of course, the simple answer is, for me personally, I will play it on a more powerful PC. Uh, but for those of you who don't have a powerful PC, right? For those of you who are kind of stuck with just a console, for you, I totally understand. You have no choice. You have that console, and it's good enough, and it does what it does. Uh, but other than that, if you have a gaming PC, and again, I'm speaking for individuals who have a gaming PC. If you have a gaming PC, honestly, you really don't need. You don't need Series X. You don't need it. Uh, okay, I don't think you need it. But I understand why some people have it because of a plug and play experience. I get it. It's a plug and play experience. It's easy to plug and play. I get that. I also understand why some people have Series S. They like to play it in their, office, or in their bedroom, or it's just easy to click and play. Some people use Series S just for cloud gaming, to play Game Pass cloud games. But here's the thing: even with the cloud gaming, you can play cloud gaming from a PC. You just need the Game Pass app. You can play Xbox Game Pass cloud games from MetaQuest 3. If you have a MetaQuest 3 like I do, you can just turn on your MetaQuest 3, download the app, use your Xbox controller, and you can start playing on a big giant screen in virtual reality. You can play all these games in 1440p on a big giant screen, and that's one of the advantages that the MetaQuest 3 has. So me, I have a MetaQuest 3 and a gaming laptops and a gaming desktops and variety of different devices and televisions that can use LG supports Xbox Game Pass. I can play it from there. My Amazon Fire TV supports Game Pass. So I have many variety of different options. And I also have an Asus ROG Ally, I forgot to mention. And I can play from there as well. The cloud games. Or just download them and play it from the hardware. So I got the Asus ROG Ally X. You guys know the one. The white one, which I had for a long time. So, speaking for me personally, for me, it was a right decision to trade in my Xbox Series X. Because I already used it. I've been using it for 5 years. It served me well. Okay? I had a great experience with it. Served me well. But now, after 5 years, I felt it's time. I felt it's time for me to step into Nintendo Switch 2. And people say, do I miss my Series X? I really don't. Because I already have... I already am playing. How am I missing it? What am I doing right now? I'm enjoying this in the best possible quality. With the best possible performance through deep learning super sampling. With 60 FPS. How am I missing out? I'm not missing out. And I can also play this in virtual reality through MetaQuest. And soon enough, I'll be able to play this on PlayStation 5 through PlayStation VR 2 next year. I'm not missing out. All of these Xbox games are coming to PlayStation 5. Halo is coming to PlayStation 5. Maybe they'll take the advantage of PlayStation VR 2. It's coming to PC. And I can always use my Boosteroid if I want to enjoy maybe a higher fidelity of gaming from these Xbox games. So, or I can just use the cloud, which is 1440p from, MetaQuest 3 on a giant screen. I can actually kick back, relax, and put on my MetaQuest 3 and enjoy this game on a giant 200-inch or 300-inch screen. So, no, I'm not missing out anything. I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 4 in a best possible 1440p, 120 hertz, 120 FPS performance. No, I'm not missing out. What about Call of Duty? Dude, same thing. I can play Call of Duty on my ultra wide screen in a best possible performance, 144 hertz, 144 frames per second on my ultra wide screen monitor. Now, I'm speaking for myself. All right, so this is people who are asking me, do I feel the regret of trading? No, I don't. I got Nintendo Switch 2. I'm enjoying my Nintendo Switch 2. No, I'm not. No regrets. None. If I was not able to play those games that are available on Xbox through my PC and cloud and my MetaQuest 3, okay, then maybe you could say, all right, you know, but I'm not missing out on anything. you know. But that's speaking for me, myself. But for you, if you're somebody who likes plug and play experience, I totally get it. I totally understand why some of you have Xbox Series X and why some of you are still using Xbox Series X. I totally get it. I totally understand it. It's plug and play experience. It's a plug and play experience, and I totally get that. I totally understand that. But for me, I really don't need it. You know, it's funny. I even ask Copilot, artificial intelligence Copilot on the Microsoft Edge browser. I asked the AI, if you have a good, decent PC, do you really need Xbox Series X? And even the AI says there's really no reason for you to have an Xbox Series X if you have a good, decent enough gaming PC that can handle these games. But then at the end, AI did say, however, if you're somebody who prefers plug and play experience without tweaking, the settings and all that other jazz, if you're somebody who likes plug and play experience, well then Xbox Series X certainly will benefit you with that. But in all honesty, I don't miss it because it would be just collecting the dust. It was just sitting there. Because majority of the time when I play these Game Pass games, I play it on my PC. Why am I playing it on a PC? Because my PC is more powerful than Series X. Like, why would I want to play like the upcoming The Outer Worlds? Why would I want to play The Outer Worlds 2, which comes out on Wednesday, I believe? Why would I want to play The Outer Worlds 2 on the Xbox Series X when I can play it on a very powerful PC that I have? Why would I want to play Call of Duty on an Xbox Series X when I can play on a very powerful PC that I have on an ultra wide screen with much better fidelity? Same thing with this game on an ultra wide screen. Or I can put on my MetaQuest VR headset and enjoy a giant 200-inch, 300-inch screen. So, listen, Xbox is there if you want it for a plug-and-play experience. And I totally understand why some people still have it. Okay? I'm not looking down on you if you still have your Xbox Series X. I get it. My brother has Xbox Series X, and he has his reasons why he uses it, because it's a plug-and-play experience. He only uses his PC for work, and he wants the console for just that reason, to play video games. And it's a plug-and-play easy experience, and that's why it's there. And I totally understand that. But I also understand why some people are selling their Xbox Series X, why they don't need it. I totally get that. I totally understand that. So what I'm trying to say with this video, I understand both sides of the aisle, okay? But I also want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. For me personally, I don't see any use of it. I just don't need it. I can always use my Asus ROG Ally in the bedroom and play with it. I can always turn on my Amazon Fire TV stick and play there through cloud, or I can just take my MetaQuest 3 with me in the bedroom and put it on and just pair this controller through Bluetooth, and I'm good to go. And I can enjoy a giant 200-inch, 300-inch screen, 1440p, play all of these games, including Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. So, including this game as well. So for me, it was the right decision to trade in my Xbox Series X. Like I said, I had a great use of it for 5 years. I've used it for 5 years. Okay, so it's not like I didn't benefit anything. When I bought it from StockX, it certainly benefited me in 5 years. And I, certainly made money from it, making those videos on YouTube. So I certainly have benefited from Xbox Series X in those 5 years. There's no question about it. But that's an ancient history. 5 years has passed, and it's come to its end cycle. And I just felt like there's really no reason for me right now to have a Xbox Series X. And I wanted to jump into Nintendo Switch 2. People say, why did I jump into Nintendo Switch 2 when you already have a Nintendo Switch OLED? Well, that's an easy question to answer. Because Nintendo Switch OLED, it's a, 2017 hardware. It's an old hardware, okay? It's an old system. And it's kind of getting outdated right now. After how many years? 9 years? It's getting very outdated after 9 years. So, Nintendo Switch 2, it's a much more powerful GPU. It has a, 4K HDR, more games available. It's just better in every which way you look at it. So it's a next generation system. So it made total sense for me to step into Nintendo Switch 2. There's nothing wrong with Nintendo Switch original OLED. It's still great. I mean, I still play it, but I've once I experienced Nintendo Switch 2, it's like a night and day difference. Okay, believe me, guys. I will do a video on Nintendo Switch 2 review on Christmas. On Christmas Day, I will have a 1 hour review to tell you how I feel about Nintendo Switch 2 and the differences between the original Nintendo Switch, the one that I have is Nintendo Switch OLED, the difference between the original Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. I will have that full 1 hour video on a Christmas Day to tell you. But that's the reason why I wanted Nintendo Switch 2, because it's a next generation system. It's just better. There's nothing wrong with the Nintendo Switch OLED. I still play it. I still use it. But Nintendo Switch 2, it's a better system. And that's why I have it. And that's why I trade in my Xbox Series X. Because I just don't have any use of it. I just don't need it anymore. PlayStation 5, I need. I have two PS5s. One in the bedroom, which is the original PS5, with a physical media player inside. The big giant one. Connected to my ultra-wide screen, which I played on my ultra-wide screen. And then I have another one, which is PS5 Slim, which is right here. And then, of course, I have my PlayStation VR 2, which I need for Gran Turismo 7. And, of course, upcoming Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And I also have a PlayStation Portal, which it's something I use to play all these other games that are available on PlayStation 5 for me to play. The game that I'm currently playing on PlayStation Portal is Ghost of Yotei. I love playing Ghost of Yotei on PlayStation Portal. It's just beautiful to play that game on my beautiful queen-size bed, playing Ghost of Yotei on a PlayStation Portal. Man, nothing better. I love it. It's a great game. So, and of course I have two gaming laptops, two gaming desktops. So it made total sense for me to trade in my Xbox Series X. But I want to say to everybody, I had a great time since 2020 with the Xbox Series X. I have nothing bad to say. It served me well. I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't have any problems with it. The console has served me well. Same thing with the Xbox One X. Same thing with the PlayStation 4 Pro. They served me well, but these are old consoles. You know, I can't believe it. We're already in almost in 2026. We got what, 2 months left? November, December. We got 2 months left, and we're in 2026. 2026 is just around the corner, and we got one more year left. And then we have PlayStation 6 and the next generation of Xbox hardware, whatever that is, hybrid PC or whatever they call it. So I don't want to drag this video too long. So to answer the question, do you need a Xbox Series X in 2025 or in 2026? That will depend on you. That will depend on what you're looking for. Looking at it from a PC perspective and a cloud perspective and all these other televisions that support Game Pass app, technically you don't need it. Technically you're not desperate to have it. Even the AI says you don't really need it, but if you're somebody who likes plug and play experience and you love plug and play experience, well, then yes, plug and play experience. You want to be able just to, kick back, relax in your bedroom or your living room and just turn on your Xbox and start playing some games. For you, yes, plug and play experience, sure. But if you're somebody who has gaming desktops, very powerful gaming desktops, powerful gaming laptops, I really I don't see any reason why would you want to buy it, like, unless you want to buy it for that one reason, which would be plug and play experience. But do you need it? No, you don't. And I think that's the whole point of that Xbox. It's there for those who want it. It's a plug and play experience. It's there for those who want it. But I personally think it's ridiculous to pay $650 for an Xbox Series X when for that kind of money you're already close to a gaming laptop. Get yourself a Lenovo at the 1440p, 144 hertz or 165 hertz, a much more powerful gaming laptop that can mop the floor with that 650 Xbox Series X. You can also connect your gaming laptop to your television if you want. Use a Bluetooth controller. So you don't need it. And I don't think it's worth. I really can't justify, and like I said, I'm not here to tell people what to do with their money, but I personally cannot justify paying $650 plus tax, $680, close to $700 for a console that's from 2020, 5 years old. That just doesn't make any sense. Or people who purchase Nintendo Switch OLED for $400. Listen, I love my Nintendo Switch OLED. It's a beautiful, beautiful screen. But at the same time, if you're going to be paying $400 for a 9-year-old system because of an OLED screen, dude, you might as well just add another $100 and get yourself Nintendo Switch 2. And get yourself Pokemon Legends ZA bundle or Mario Kart World bundle. To me, that would be like a more realistic approach. If you're going to approach it that way, But then again, do what you want to do with your money. It's your money. I don't want to tell people what to do with their money. I'm just simply saying, why would you want to pay $400 for a system that's outdated, versus something that's brand new It was just released this year, and it's better. That's just the way I look at it. I like to do this thing called common sense. So anyway, I hope this video helps you out. Listen, it's going to be different for everyone. All right, I can only speak for myself. Just remember that. I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you because I don't know what's inside your head, how you feel about certain things, and how you feel about this console versus that console. I don't know what your reasons are. So, it's hard for me to know what are you guys thinking. I can only tell you my perspective on it, and then hopefully you can take away something from this video and my perspective and my opinions on it. For me, I didn't need it, and I felt I didn't need to have it, and that's why I traded in for my Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm quite happy with my Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, I can't really complain. And nothing against the my Xbox Series X. Like I said, when I originally got my Xbox Series X, it served me well for 5 years. I had a great time using it. It was a great console for 5 years, and it served me well. You know what I mean? But right now, after 5 years, at the end of its cycle, I just felt it was time. It was time to trade in the old geezer. He did serve me well, but it was time to trade in the old geezer, and I'm more than happy with my Nintendo Switch 2 purchase. I'm having great time with Nintendo Switch 2. I really am. I'm enjoying all of these games that I have available. Clearly, you can see by watching those videos how impressed I am by Nintendo Switch 2 capabilities. All right, well, there you have it, guys. I hope this video helps you out, gives you some perspective on what I think about, do you need Xbox Series X? For whom is Xbox Series X? If you already have a PC, etc., etc., if you already have a Meta Quest 3, if you already have a television that supports the Game Pass app, or if you have an Amazon Fire TV stick, right? So I just kind of want to give you my perspective on it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you my perspective on it, okay? And hopefully this video can help you out, make a decision. Maybe you want to trade in your Series X and get something else, I don't know. Or maybe you want to keep it. I just want to say this before I leave. I understand why some people still have it. It's for a plug and play experience. Some people, like my brother, he likes to be able to go into his living room and just turn it on, use this controller, kick back on his sofa, enjoy, play some games, put on a headset and just have some, free time at night to play it. It's a easy plug and play experience. I totally get it why some people have it, why some people use it. But I also understand why some people don't use it, why some people are selling it. Some people have a PlayStation 5 and they're like, well, dude, I have a PlayStation 5, I have a PC. I have no reason for this console anymore. Because all of these games are coming to PlayStation 5, the upcoming Halo, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I have a high-end PC. I just don't need the Xbox Series X anymore. So what I'm trying to say before I end this video, I understand both sides of the argument. I'm not just cherry picking, choosing one side. I'm telling you I understand both sides of the aisle. I get it. And that's the whole point of this video. Hopefully this video helps you out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I have some more Nintendo Switch 2 videos that I need to work on. Keep an eye on those videos. They're coming. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you all for helping me reach that algorithm. I really appreciate it. especially to my haters, you know. Thank you, haters. You really are contributing. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless you. Be good. And happy holidays. And happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. It's coming up this Friday. Happy Halloween.